And for those ICE agents, I had a brother who was part of the Miami-Dade PD, and he was killed off for trying to protect me. He died 8, 9 years ago, and he demonstrated that family is more important than anything else. I think that once this unravels, the Civil War unravels, I think myself, you guys who are ICE agents are next. You're gonna be on the other end of what you're doing to those. You're gonna be on the same side as what you did to those, and that's gonna happen to you. I pray not. I hope you guys have power to combat it. You know what I'm saying? You might not like the next people who are going to come in and run this country. Me myself, I don't know where I stand. I've already had several attempts made on my life. While I was in prison, while I was out here, I had 1 attempt, 2 attempts already, and you know, I don't know who's doing it, and I don't know what their purpose is. You know, I don't know if it's because maybe I see things that I shouldn't see, and you know, I have an outlook on things that maybe other people don't see, and they don't like when I talk on TikTok and stuff like that. I think, you know, my time has passed, and if somebody wants to unalive me for whatever reason, I can't stop it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not in my nature to commit revenge. It's not in my nature to hunt somebody down. That's not the way I was raised. I was raised by a good mother. She raised me. She left everything in the hands of God, and I have done so. And when I was in prison, I was respected. Even with the false charges I had, thank God, you know, people seen the truth, and they once they read my legal work, and you know, I was doing my legal work and everything, they helped me out. They realized that I was an innocent man, incarcerated. Even though I only did 3 years of incarceration, what followed after the 3 years have been nothing but kind of like being targeted. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why people have done this to me, because I'm actually a good guy. I don't have any hatred in my heart for nobody, whether you're white, black, or Hispanic, or whatever, Asian, whatever it is. I don't have any hatred. You know what I'm saying? What I do have is love for people. I don't want to see this country go down. I want us to see us work together and become a more productive class of people that we're not displaying right now. And believe me, China's watching, Russia's watching, you know, Poland's watching, Israel's watching, whoever. But the thing is that I'd rather us be ourselves and commit to ourselves than have to be enemies. You know, it pains me to see that we're supposed to be in another level in life, and we're acting like Neanderthals. We're acting like cavemen. We're acting like savages. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's greedy for money. You know, I sit here as a homeless man, you know, with nothing. You know what I'm saying? And every day I get up and I try to make my life as pleasant as possible, as well as make other people's life as pleasant as possible. If I could put a smile on your face, or if I could put a smile on somebody else's face, or my face for that matter, you know what I'm saying? I'm a happy man today. You know what I'm saying? We're on borrowed time. Things are not looking good, and there's going to be consequences You know, we have to overcome those consequences and hopefully we become men and change our mindset. You know, I don't know, some people are retarded, you know, and they get passed off like they're perfectly fine, you know. But I think that what's happened to you, Mr. Trump, is I think you show that you're kind of like, you know, I don't know if you could be, if I can call it this, but you kind of look like you're being puppeted. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you're not being puppeted. Maybe somebody's got something against you. Like I said in my other video, you know, that you don't want that to come out or whatever it is. But this is not the answer, and I hope we change as a country. And I love this country. I'm Puerto Rican. My brother fought for this country. He became an officer for this country. You guys, I say you guys because I don't know who killed him, you know what I'm saying? So I could only point, you know, at a direction, you know what I'm saying? But maybe I might be wrong, whatever. But I know he was targeted as well, and I've been targeted as well. And I don't know, whoever wants to complete their task and you want to get rid of me or whatever, so be it, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I had a vision back in 2010 that this was going to happen, and basically it was the whole world against the Jews, and I know there's not bad Jews all around the world. There's good Jews, but we don't know who they are. You know what I'm saying? And I can't tell who they are. You know what I'm saying? So it falls back on every other Jew. From the eyes of others watching. We have the ability to be led in the right path, and we're not being led in the right path. We're being puppeted. I don't know who's behind all this. You know, my vision is not that great. You know what I'm saying? As far as, you know, seeing the future or whatever. And maybe I'm going against God's will, you know, in releasing this video. But I'm not supposed to be here forever anyways, and neither are any of you. So whatever you guys want to do with me, it's up to you. I got no hate for any of you guys, and I'm not gonna commit violence against any of you guys. Maybe I'll defend myself if I can. If I can't, and it's my time to go, it's my time to go. But with that being said, take care of yourself, and I feel sorry for you if you're gonna allow yourself to be puppeted, and you're gonna allow this to shame you and your kids for the rest of their lives. And not only you and your kids, but your kids and their grandchildren, and the line goes long. Okay, so take care of yourself. Have a great day. Goodbye.